Welcome into the Gridiron Grind, Dallas Cowboys NFL podcast. Jimmy, we run the East. How about
we
the
run
Cowboys?
the East, baby. We run it. We run it. Never in doubt.
Never in doubt.
Dude, what a way to end the regular season. And we're not done yet.
No. Eagles choked, by the way.
Dude.
Just choked. I mean,
well, they go 1-5 in their last.
Yes, that's what I was about to look up.
1-4, 1-5, something like that. Yeah.
1-5. They lost to the Niners and then us. And at that point, and then we played Buffalo and got smoked.
Yeah.
And I think they played the Giants and beat the Giants. And I'm like, there's no way. It's over. And then they lose. The last week they played the Giants, and it looked like, even though their starters were playing, it looked like they weren't even trying.
Yeah. They look like a team that's quit. They quit on Coach Bro.
Yeah.
And we'll see. They're one of these teams, man. We talk about it. They will implode on themselves the first sign of adversity.
Yep.
And that's, like you said, they look like they quit, and they still had something to play for. And they just look like they quit. AJ Brown, hearing stories about him being mad.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts, the shine has wore off him apparently. And so, yeah, fine with me. Good. Let them bicker, let them fight. They got to play the Bucks
in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Team right about now. Nobody can figure out how to guard Mike Evans.
By the way, they lost to the Cardinals. I forgot about that. So we weren't the only team.
They lost the Cardinals. Dude, the Cardinals used to be in our division way back in the day. They won the division. They won the NFC East this year.
Yep. So. Terrible football team, but they beat the Cowboys and Eagles.
Yep.
It's crazy.
How about it?
Cowboys win the East. I'm pumped, dude, because we've said it in our darkest days. We're like, how's this team going to make a run on the road in the playoffs? Well, now, if everything holds true, we just got to win at home. Only undefeated team at home this season in the NFL, 8-0. Just got to win at home, and then anything can happen against San Francisco. And then if that holds true, you got to go to San Francisco, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But just got to find a way to win one game.
Yep.
But even if we just
one
get
game
to
a
the
week.
conference championship, Cowboys haven't been to the conference championship since '95.
Yeah. So I like our chances.
I did too.
The bracket. I was looking at the bracket, and
we're 7-point favorite to the Packers.
I got bets on that here when we get to that segment.
Nice. It's Cowboys -7, over/unders 50.5. I will say this: Jordan Love quietly the last 6 games has had a remarkable season. He's third in passing in touchdowns behind Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. So their offense, they're going to be without one of the running backs is out. Dillon. Is it AJ Dillon? Almost said Corey Dillon.
AJ Dillon, yeah, Corey Dillon.
Shout out 90s running back. AJ Dillon's out. They still have is it Aaron Jones?
Still have Aaron Jones.
Pretty good.
Jair Alexander hurt his ankle in practice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that could be big.
That's huge.
Jair Alexander twisted his ankle in practice. Kind of a fluke deal. And so that's huge news because that's their best cornerback, one of the best in the league.
If he can't, if they're going to have to use another guy to guard CD, good luck.
Yeah.
CD's best receiver in the league this year, I think.
The injury report reads Jair Alexander, AJ Dillon, Christian Watson.
Yes.
All questionable. The running back is doubtful. And then they have an offensive tackle on the IR. Ours, Cooper Rush. Questionable. Okay. So, yeah, I like
we're looking healthy. Tyler Smith, left guard, he didn't play last week to get ready for this game. When I look at our offense, I love our offense against Packers defense. I think we will be clicking on all cylinders. Home game, we're going to score some points. I really anticipate our offense having a great game. Their defense is okay, but it's not. They don't have anything special. They're okay. They're solid. When you look at our defense, teams that have had success against us have been able to really run the football. The Cardinals, we couldn't stop the run. The Niners, we couldn't, in the Bills. And then the Dolphins at times, we couldn't stop the run. So I think Packers, don't forget, Jordan Love, phenomenal last 6 games of the season. But it's his first career playoff start on the road. And with the Cowboys being susceptible to the run, I can see the Packers having a run heavy game. And also, Jordan Love has the highest passive rating off play action this year. He kills teams on play action, especially play action deep shots. So I can see a run heavy game plan for the Packers and then try to get Love some passes off the play action. I feel like that's going to be their recipe of success. Where the Cowboys defense has been successful all season long is one when the Cowboys can play with the lead and teams can't just run the ball. Because our pass rush is elite, best pass rush in the league. The Cowboys have to be able to maximize their pass rush. If we can maximize our pass rush, create Jordan Love into positions where he's got to make bad decisions and turnovers, that's how the Cowboys win this game. Where this game gets close is that the Packers are able to run the football. If we offense has our own turnovers, Packers are able to run the football, and Jordan Love's comfortable play action. That's a recipe for disaster for the Cowboys. So got to get after them, got to get ahead, put pressure on defense, force them into uncomfortable positions.
Yeah, and we got to get the referees to, I don't know what is going on, but man, they got to
Could we get a
make some
hold
calls.
on Micah Parsons, please?
There's no way, and there's evidence to prove that there is in fact no way that he has not gotten a holding call or that no one has held him in 40 something quarters.
It's
And
outrageous.
the evidence, it's outrageous. It's stupid. That'd be like Aaron Donald. Oh, they don't hold Aaron Donald. Like, okay, whatever. We got to get some calls. We got to get the refs to get whatever's in their eyes out of it. They need to go and get some drops or something. And second, something I like is Aubrey got his miss out of the way before the playoffs. So Aubrey, gets the one blocked, dings the one off the upright.
Yes.
But then what happens? Pow. Right down the middle from 50. So he's good. He realized it's not the end of the world. So that's two things that like I said, I love that Aubrey got that out of the way before the playoffs. And if the refs will just wake up and, do the right thing, then I can see the Cowboys getting this one easily.
I did too. They're a 7-point favorite for a reason. A lot of storylines in the playoffs, this wild card. First you have the Cowboys hosting Packers. Mike McCarthy going against his old team. Remember, he's 0-1 against Packers. Last year, we had a lead, surrendered it late, lost. Terrible ending to that game. He mismanaged that game. He's got a chance to get back at the Packers. Of course, don't forget, I'll never forget the last time the Cowboys hosted the Packers. Of course, Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback, Dak's rookie year, hosted the Packers for a playoff game, and we come back, we get the lead after a slow start. Aaron Rodgers makes one of the best throws I've ever seen a quarterback make, rolling left, throwing it off his back foot. Right after Jason Heath sacked him, dime to the tight end Cook, tinkle toes on the sideline. Mason Crosby hits a 55-yarder to win.
Yep.
Disgusting. You also have storylines. You have the Rams and Lions. The big trade, Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford. Stafford from the Lions goes to the Rams, win a Super Bowl. Jared Goff was with the Rams, couldn't win the Super Bowl, got beat in the Super Bowl, goes to the Lions. What a storyline that is, Rams and Lions. And then don't forget, the day before Saturday, you have the Dolphins Chiefs. Tyreek Hill made his career with the Chiefs, now with the Dolphins. He goes back. So some great storylines in this opening round of NFL playoffs.
There's some great football in these playoffs too. Browns, Texans. That Texans team won. If they don't give DeMeco Ryans the coach of the year, I don't, kind of one of those. If they didn't give Ndamukong Suh the Heisman, then why put defensive players in it? If they don't give DeMeco Ryans coach of the year after the job he has done with this Texans team, they go from the number 2 overall pick to the playoffs. Dude, the Texans Browns game, I'm really interested to watch because you've got, old man Joe Flacco loose playing great football on one side. Then you got this team full of rookies out to prove something, and a lot of ex-Cowboys too, I might add, who are balling out just like they did with us. I think that's got the potential to be one of the best games of the weekend. And like you said, that's Saturday, and that's before the Chiefs-Dolphins game, which, by the way, I think might be Chiefs heavy. If that's -3, Miami and their coach, bro, aren't going to know what to do
Dude,
in Arrowhead with -3 degrees.
Saturday is going to be a heck of a day. Like you said,
Yeah.
Texans, Browns, Cleveland, or the Browns are at the Texans. Cleveland Browns are a -1.5 favorite. And I agree with you. D'Amico Ryan should be coach of the year, but Stefanski for the Browns is probably almost just as qualified. The Browns were terrible. They're 11-6. So 2 coaches of the year going at it. It's going to be a heck of a game. That's the first game at 3:30 Saturday. Dolphins Chiefs. They're predicting it's going to be the 3rd lowest temperature for a playoff game in history. The snowstorm that hit there 3 days ago, it was January 9th, which was that Tuesday. Go Google that or look it up on Twitter. The snowstorm, the blizzard that happened in Kansas City. That one has a over/under total of like 33.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Heck of a day. Sunday,
and they
3
get tackled
games.
on that ground. That's going to be like concrete. Yeah.
Couldn't imagine. Sunday, you have Steelers at the Bills. Bills favored by 9.5. The Bills field, have you seen pictures of this? Covered in snow. So all day Saturday, they are hiring people in the community of Buffalo to be snow plowers, to get a shovel, come to the, I think you get $10 if you come to the stadium in Buffalo and shovel snow off the field. What a time that would be with your boys.
Yeah.
Grab some hot chocolate, some brews, warm yourself up, grab your shovel, go get paid $10 to clean off the field.
Well, hot toddies then go from there. If you got tickets, I just be like, I'm just going to go up to my seat.
Yeah.
Or, if you don't got tickets, hey, let's go to the bar. So yeah, that's going to be a good way. That's community. I like
it's
it.
community, and it's the Bills. They'll be flipping tables on. I mean, that'll be. I think the Bills. That's the biggest spread of the weekend. I think the Bills take care of business. But the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, what Mr. Consistency. However many years he's been at the Steelers, never had a losing record. It's unreal in the playoffs again.
Unreal.
And then right after that, of course, Cowboys Packers, and then the nightcap Sunday is Rams Lions. Lions favored by 3. Rams are hot. I mean, the Lions have been good all year. Rams are playing their best ball. That rookie receiver for the Rams, Puka Nacuna, what a stud. What a pickup.
Dude, yeah. Puka Nacuna, and then you've got a healthy Cooper Kupp. I just went blank. Good luck, man. That's going to be a tough matchup for the Lions. Trying to figure out how to guard those 2 guys.
Monday night is Eagles Buccaneers. Eagles favored by 3 on the road. But the Buccaneers hot, playing some good football down the stretch. It is a heck of a slate for this wild card weekend. And a reminder how the NFL. So NFL 7 teams from each conference makes playoffs, but the top seed gets a bye. So in the AFC, you have the Ravens, the number 1 seed, they're get a bye. Niners in the NFC get a bye. And how it's not a true bracket in the NFL, which I like it how they do this. They reseed. So the Ravens will play whoever the lowest seed that wins. That's who the Ravens will play. And the 49ers will play whoever the lowest seed in the NFC. So the Cowboys will play the 2nd lowest seed in the NFC. So if they win, it's impossible for them to play the it's the Rams.
We can't play the Rams.
We cannot play the Rams. So we're either playing
Detroit wins, we would play Detroit. And
if Detroit wins, we 100% play the Detroit. Cowboy Stadium. If the Rams win, we play winner of Eagles Buccaneers. Let me tell you something. I am rooting hard. I'd love to play the Eagles right now. Cowboy Stadium. Nothing about them concerns me.
They are fighting. They're imploding. And I think, of course, this is what happens. You see it, you see it when you have these guys that they're labeled as players coaches. Barry Switzer was a players coach when he got to Dallas. And what happens when team starts acting up? Well, you can't go from, buddy and bro to starting to chew ass, and they're going to go, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm sitting here, the Eagles are imploding, and what's Coach Bro up there doing? Telling them, oh guys, da da da, and they're going, no, I don't think so, man. I mean, these guys are professionals, yeah, but at the same time, they're just like us, and I love it. I mean, I couldn't ask for it to happen to a better team at a better time.
I'm with you. It is I I'm actually rooting for the Eagles. I want to play the Eagles in Cowboy Stadium. I really do. Um Man, I'd
Let's go
love it.
ahead and end them.
In them in Cowboy. Gotta get past the Packers first. Let's not look ahead. Cowboys are a 7-point favorite. Uh I'm pumped. Sunday, 3:30. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go to our questions of the week. We got one question this week from Bobby Joe in Sherman, Texas, via
Oh, what's up?
email, gridirongrindsports.com. Again, we'll have the Gridiron Grind NFL pod. We're done with our college podcast, but NFL will have through the Super Bowl and wrap everything up. So join us every week for that. Bobby Joe from Sherman, Texas. Asking champs, is this the biggest collapse? The Eagles collapse. Is this the biggest collapse in the NFL? It's Bobby Joe's question.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, like you said it, Jimmy. 1-5 down the stretch.
Yeah, 1-5 when you needed to basically lock things up
And they were in the Super
and
Bowl last year.
out as hot as they did. They looked unbeatable. I mean, they looked like we talked about on the show. Us, we had just the stuff Dak stepping out, the catch goes to the ground, they don't call it all the way through, and blah, blah, blah. And that's the stuff that happens in favor of teams that go on to win the Super Bowl. And of course, Eagles still can, but I'm telling you, they don't look like it at each year they're a wild card team. Unreal. And the Eagles collapse. I'm just going, now not only it's one thing to do that and then you look good towards the end, but now it's brand new season, and every mistake you made these last 6 games is going to be magnified when you make it in the playoffs. And so if you're not mentally prepared for that, you're bickering amongst you. Yeah, I think it's probably the biggest collapse for sure of this year. Maybe in the last several years, like I said, depending on what you measure it by. I measure it by looking how dominant the Eagles have been, and then just to see them just crap the bed the last few weeks.
It was a lot of fun. I tell you that. Winning the
Yeah,
East. It was a lot of fun.
love
And
it.
how many years in a row the NFC East has not had back-to-back division win ever since like 04.
Yeah,
The
and
Eagles won it in
we're
like 03, 04. But then ever since then, there's not been a back-to-back division winner in the NFC East.
and I think it speaks to how good that division's been.
Yep.
We went. I mean, look at that. The Eagles go to the Super Bowl. Okay, during that time. Then you have the Giants. You have us. Uh, in the 2000s. Okay, so we're a pretty good football team there with Romo and Witten and all those guys, and then you ride that on in. Then you have the Giants, those 2 Super Bowl years, and you have the Redskins coming in every now and then, blind squirrel kind of deal, and then Eagles and us, and Eagles and us, and so yeah, I think it speaks to how good a division we are.
Yeah. I mean, you look in that time frame, the last 20 years, uh, the Cowboys, or not the Cowboys, the Eagles and Giants have made multiple Super Bowls. Have
Mm-hmm.
each the Giants have won 2 Super Bowls in that time frame. The Eagles have won one, but made multiple Super Bowls. At one point, a few years ago, I saw the stat, and don't know if it's still true. It might be. The NFC East has the most Super Bowl wins of any division.
Probably right, because you've got us with 5, Washington with 2,
The Giants have
Giants with 3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're one of the teams that beat the Bills. That
No, the
Bills
Giants
team
have
went
4. The Giants have 4.
4.
Parcells
Okay.
won. Did he win 2? He won
I
one
don't
in
know. I
the.
thought he only won 1.
He won one in the late '80s, but didn't they win one in the '90s right before the Cowboys did?
Yeah. Then because I know that when Buffalo they went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row, and it went the Giants, the Redskins,
Yeah.
us.
And I think so. The Giants also won one in the 80s. So the Giants have 4, Cowboys have 5, Redskins 2, and the Eagles have 1.
1. Yeah. So that's the most Super Bowls of a division.
I mean, the Patriots have 6, but we know the Bills don't have any. The
Right. The
Dolphins,
Jets have 1.
Jets
The
have 1, and the
Dolphins have 2.
Dolphins have 2.
2. They 72 undefeated. Then they went 73, but they lost like 1 or 2 games, and one of them was
So
to the
that's like 8 or
Cowboys.
9, but we just talked the
Yeah.
Cowboys and Giants alone have 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's him. I mean, you got the 49ers, they have 5.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Chargers don't have any.
the Rams have 1, maybe 2.
1. Yeah, 1.
Who else is out there? Seahawks have 1.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, who's that other team? Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals have any.
No.
You look at the Steelers. Steelers have 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they won 4 in the 70s, and then they won 1 with Big Ben.
Yeah. Bengals, I don't think have any.
Nope.
Ravens have 2.
2.
Ravens have
Mm-hmm.
2. Browns don't have any.
Mm-mm.
Definitely the NFC East. NFC East has the most Super Bowls in any division. Still holds true.
It's us.
That's us.
It's us, man. We rule.
We rule. Thanks for the question, Bobby Joe from Sherman, Texas. You can get our questions, ask us questions each week for the remainder of the season. grindsports@gmail.com. We're also on the Twitter, X, Instagram. Comment, like, subscribe our videos. We'll get your questions. Last segment, picks, wild card weekend. Let's wrap up how our picks went the last time we had a show. Again, apologize, hadn't had a show, didn't have one last week. Life and work got in the way of our recording schedule, but we got shows this week. Next week, we're good to go. We'll have our NFL podcast recapping the Cowboys playoff game. Looking ahead to the next week. We'll have a show for sure. Stay tuned for that in the middle of the week. The last time we picked, I went 3-3. Jimmy went 4-2. So on the season, our record's amazing. I'm 34-20 on the season. Jimmy 35-26. That's a combined 69-46. Combined 23 games over 500. I mean, we've been.
That'll pay off your car. Pay
That'll
off your
definitely,
house, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what your unit is,
Get you paid. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I got 3 picks this week. Is how many bets I got.
Buddy, I got 6.
Woo!
One of them, I don't know, if the listeners, watchers, the viewers, if their books will let you have it. So
all right, we'll give it anyway.
That's why I've got 6.
Okay.
So I'll go first then.
Okay, you go first.
I'm gonna start on Saturday. I don't have anything Browns Texans. I couldn't find something I liked with that. Over, unders, spreads, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really be tuned into that game.
Me too.
But I'm gonna stick with Saturday, Chiefs Dolphins, and this is the one that I don't know if all books will give you. Travis Kelce over 60 receiving yards. The first player prop on the show. I'm giving it to you, Travis Kelce over 60 receiving yards. Okay. I think this game, I think it's going to be Chiefs heavy. That's why I also have Chiefs -4. Because I think with that cold, the Dolphins, I mean, how do you slow down a cheetah? Well, if you drop it off in Antarctica, I bet it don't run as fast.
Great point.
That's what's going to happen here when the Dolphins come to Arrowhead. And I think Patrick Mahomes, you're going to see the switch flip. They haven't looked like themselves, but I think they're about to start looking like their old selves. And he's going to be getting the ball to Travis Kelce. It's crunch time. So over 60 receiving yards, if you can get it. If not, I love Chiefs -4 because I could see this one getting away from the Dolphins real quick. Some bad weather, not being able to do too much, with their game plan, what they like to do with getting those guys, all that speed. When you get tackled into that ground, that's going to be like hitting concrete. And so that's good luck. But Kelce over 60, Chiefs -4.
Love them both. Earlier I said the over under in this game was 33.5. I was wrong. I got it confused. The Buffalo Steelers game is 33.5. This game is 44, and I got the under for a lot of what you're saying. I think the Chiefs win this game. I mean, 44 to me is a lot with this weather. I don't expect much from the Dolphins. I know they've had a high-powered offense. That was a great line you just said about. I mean, there's a reason cheetahs don't live in the frozen tundra.
Yeah.
I mean, they need warm weather to run wild, and it ain't going to be warm. It's going to be windy. It's going to be cold. Might snow. I think this is an under game all day long at 44. The Chiefs' offense has not been that explosive. I mean, their only consistent receiver has been Kelsey. I'm with you. I think Kelsey is going to own the middle of the field. They're going to have to throw the ball some. They might not attempt to pass to a receiver in this game, the Chiefs. That's crazy to say. It's probably going to be Kelsey and running backs. The receivers aren't good anyway.
No, Kadarius Toney is garbage.
Oh, it's terrible.
They need to flip him around the defense. I mean, he hadn't caught any touchdowns, so I mean, I guess, no touchdowns allowed.
I think the Kelsey over 6 yards is a great play. I do think the Chiefs win this game. I think the total's under 40. I'll be surprised if it even gets under 44. Be surprised if it even gets to 40. So I'm Dolphins Chiefs under 44 on Saturday.
I love it. Let's go to Sunday, man. Let's go to Sunday. Let's go with game one, Bills Steelers. Supposed to be kind of crappy weather too. Both these teams used to it. Both of these teams, Steelers are excited to be there considering how their season went. And I tell you, Buffalo is too. Is there for a while. Buffalo and the Chiefs looked awful. That being said, over 33.5. I don't think that's enough points. I think both these teams are going to be used to the weather. And I think this has got the potential to maybe get into the 40s, which, I'm no mathologist, but that's all you need. You just need 34 points. But I think this one, both teams get into the 20s. So give me over 33.5 in the Steelers Bills.
33.5 is a low number. It's a low number. I mean, the Bills, if they're hot, they could get over that themselves.
Yeah.
Opportunity to take advantage of a high number. I don't have any plays for that game. I have one play on Sunday, and it is the Rams-Lions game. I think Rams +3 is the play here. I mean, they're hot. They got the more experienced coach, got the more experienced quarterback. Their offense legit. There are probably going to be a lot of points in this game. I just think this is a game where if the Lions win, I think they win by 3, so you wouldn't lose money. But I think you have just as better of a chance Rams winning this game. Lions haven't hosted a playoff game in like 25,000 days. Over 25,000 days. It's the last time the Lions hosted a playoff game. So I'm all on the Rams here. Give me the Rams +3 at the Lions.
Love it. Same here. Rams +3. Another thing, Detroit and their fans, even after they admitted trying to be deceptive and trying to trick the Cowboys, they have a bad taste in their mouth. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means they're going to be looking ahead because they know if they win, they're coming to Dallas. They're playing Dallas. I think they're going to be looking ahead for rematch, and they're going to overlook the quarterback who, before he was in LA, he knew how to win in Detroit. That town loves him, and he's going to come back now with a better offense all around as opposed to just having Megatron and that's it. He's going to have a better offense all around. And also Laporta, the stud tight end there for the Lions, probably not going to be playing. So good luck with that. That guy was huge down the stretch for Goff. And I think Goff's going to try to do a little too much. I like Rams +3 in this, man. I think the Rams win it outright.
Yeah, that's the bet.
I think the Rams win outright. For my last one, second to last one. My last Sunday one. Packers Cowboys -7. They don't have Aaron Rodgers on that side. Jordan Love, he's going to be trying to do too much to prove, hey guys, look, I still got us and we own the Cowboys, and he's going to look up and, we're going to be up 17 points and this one's going to be out of reach. So give me Dallas -7.
Love the confidence there. Love it. I'm going to stay away from that one. I just think I wish it was under 7. I just we'll see. I think the number's close. 50.5 is over under. I think that's a good quality number by Vegas. I think it ends up being right around 50. I can see a Cowboys win 30-20 right on the number. But I'm going to stay away from that one. You have anything Sunday night game? My next bet is on Monday.
Nope, my next bet, the Sunday night game. Sorry, I got out of order. There was Lions Rams.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Lions Rams Sunday night. Okay,
my last one's on Monday as well.
All right, I'm taking the Bucks +3 at home against the Eagles.
Let's
Are
go.
you kidding me? Well, you just said Jimmy said it earlier in the show. Eagles are 1-5 in their last 6. The Bucks, I think, are 4-2 in their last 6. They had to win those 4 games to make the playoffs. Don't look at the records. I mean, the Eagles have a way better record. Look at how these teams have been playing. The Buccaneers, like you said, Jimmy, nobody can guard Mike Evans right now. The Eagles' offense is terrible. They run the same plays over and over again. And just like I heard Brian Baldinger on Twitter, must follow, he was talking about the Eagles are so predictable on offense and how they got beat by the Giants. The Giants blitz all the time, and the Eagles couldn't handle it. Well, guess what? The Buccaneers have a defensive-minded coach who's known for drawing up defensive pressures. I think the Bucs are going to blitz them to death. How are the Eagles going to make adjustments? They hadn't made adjustments the last 6 weeks. Give me the Buccaneers at home +3 against the Eagles.
Yep, I can see Philly getting down in this and starting to just beat up on themselves, fighting on the sideline. This game starts if they're trailing most of the game or trailing late when it matters, I can see them starting to bicker. Hurts, 23 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. That's not very good.
No.
Baker Mayfield, 28-10.
He's having a solid
pretty
year.
Good. 4,000-yard passer. Hurts, 3,800. I'm going. The Buccaneers are better than I think people think. I think Philly all season, I would have said, dude, it's Philly.
Yeah.
Philly's running over Tampa Bay. Not these last 6 games. Give me the Bucks +3 as well. Love it.
All right, here's our recap. I have 3 bets. I got Dolphins Chiefs under 44, Rams +3 at the Lions, Bucks +3 hosting the Eagles. Here's Jimmy's 6. He's got Travis Kelce for the Chiefs over 60 yards receiving. He's got the Chiefs -4. He's got Steelers Bills over 33.5, Rams +3, Cowboys -7, and then again the Bucks +3 over the Eagles. There's our bets. Again, we're fire. 23 games over 500 in the NFL, and that's our show. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week to recap Cowboys wildcard game over the Packers and the rest of the playoffs. Thanks for joining us. Gridiron Grind, Dallas Cowboys NFL pod. Go Cowboys. See you next week.
Go Cowboys.